Hello everyone. So finally we are live today again, and so today we have Dr. Amita Chula on our board. So
Thank,
we are she's a dentist practitioner, and then since 10 years almost, and she's owning a Way to Smile dental clinic in Chandigarh, and she's also a bikini athlete who are first Miss Chandigarh title in 2018 and second title in 2020 also under CBBA and a pro athlete under NBBUI 2019 and Miss Ambala 2019 under IBBFF India and a sponsored athlete of one of the India's best supplement brands also catering to the fitness and the bodybuilding industry, that is Muscle Mantra. And so finally welcome you Dr. Amika Chula on our board. So yeah,
thank you so
so
much.
just tell
Thank you
me
so much, Dr. Richa.
yeah, welcome, ma'am. And so we'd like to know, how you have, your journey, just overall first tell about your life journey in, as a dental and this thing, as a bodybuilder both. How you
Okay,
manage both
so
at the same time.
it's not difficult actually managing Dr. Richa. It's just that initially when I started out, it was not for anything. I mean, I did not start bodybuilding with the intention of competing. The whole fitness thing just went in because of the fact that, you know what, I had a small bet with one of my friends, and he said, you know what, you cannot go ahead and, be sustainable in the gym for more than probably, 1 month or so. And I said, no, you know what, I'm this time I'm going to be very, very serious about my workouts and all. And you know what, I'm going to get fitter. And as and when it happens, and this time, well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that, you know what, full one whole year I do workout in the gym. So started out with that. And I don't know when it became a fetish. I don't know when I started having this whole thing of, you know what, maybe I was seeing the changes in my body. That is why I went ahead and, you know what, took this seriously. But initially there was no, this particular thing of competing or being a bikini athlete. Trust me, I didn't even know it. I was just in the gym because I wanted to work out and I wanted to lose extra fat, which everybody does.
So initially, obesity was your concern as a health this thing, and then you have joined the gym, and then you come to in this industry.
Yes, that was the plan. That was the plan. And that's what I did, because everybody who joins the gym basically just joins the gym because of one reason. They want to get, especially with women,
Correct.
girls, they want to reduce that belly fat.
True.
I keep on telling people that, you know what, belly fat is not going to be reduced like that. But then it took me 4 years to understand this concept, you know, that belly fat cannot be reduced by just going to the gym and, you know, working out. And women have a tendency of just doing cardio. So I think I was also doing the same thing, cardio.
Okay.
Just cardio.
Okay. So, what was your kick point? Then you thought to, participate in anything, and what preparation you have done, or what
Okay.
sort of challenges
Okay.
you can say.
So, Dr. Richa, what happens is when you start going to the gym, when you are in the gym, and at one point of time you are, you're focused on doing something. So let me start from the beginning, because I'm sure there will be a lot of people who'd be listening to you, and they need to understand that when you go into the gym, you don't have a set target, you know, as such. You just want to, either some of you just want to go ahead and reduce some weight, or, you know, some of you want to get fitter. That is what our mindset is usually. So when I went into the gym, as I said, my aim was just to reduce a little bit of belly fat. And, there was another inspiration for me. I saw one of my friends' cousin sister. I saw her transform into a very skinny person, from a very skinny person into a person with a moderate build. So you can understand somebody who just drops at the who just faints at the drop of the hat, becoming somebody who's got a very squarish framework. That's a huge thing. So what happened was, she was my inspiration when I started doing bodybuilding. Then I asked her, that I got in touch with her. I asked her, what are you doing? She said, I'm doing weight training. That is when for the first time, I realized that weight training is also a part of, this whole fitness industry.
True.
I started doing weight training from day one under her guidance. I started with her under her guidance for 1 month in my house. I bought a pair of dumbbells and I was just doing it with it. Probably, I think it was just 2.5 kgs. So I was doing as many exercises, and you know what? So it was. I would say that she's a commendable trainer, because she would send me workout plans all the way from Dubai, email me along with the exercises, and also send me links on YouTube showing me how each and every exercise is to be performed. Then, when I went ahead after 3 or 4 months of her and training under her, I realized that no, the weights I myself was outgrowing those weights. So what happened was I started getting into. I went to the gym. I joined the gym. Now 1.5 year in the gym, 2 years in the gym, I started seeing the changes, and then I was like, what if I put myself a step ahead. Let's say one step up I go on this ladder. And I didn't know about anything about competing, trust me, till then. So where what happens is Instagram is a very sociable platform, as you know. So you
True.
have a lot of like-minded people whom you end up following. uh,
Correct.
so what I did was I started following a lot of people who were exclusively into fitness industry, and
Mhm.
that's when I realized that under bodybuilding also we have a lot of categories in which women are categorized the same way as men are categorized. And
True.
that's when I came to know that there is a particular division called as a bikini division, in which
Mhm.
essentially they don't check you for your, you don't need to be of huge size to be under a bikini division. All you need to do is you need to have symmetry, you need to have good muscular framework. That is what you need to be. So I thought, what, enough of doing exercises in the gym. Let's go ahead and challenge yourself. I took it
True.
as a challenge that, what, I'm going to step on the stage for the first time in my life wearing a bikini. You have known me half my life, I think, and you know that the kind of person I am. So, you know stepping on that stage with a pair of bikini on me was something which was like, okay, fine, let me see how I look in that. And that's what motivated me to take this step from being a dentist to being somebody who came into a fitness industry, who just wanted to work out, and then went on to become a bikini athlete.
Okay. One is question I would like to, as females have mostly that stigma that they don't want to, they want to do the exercise, become fit, but they don't want to be in a weight training, especially. They think they'll become
Yes.
muscular and all, their beauty will get compromised and all. So what do you suggest? Like, is it a stigma or really it happens very quick short of time? So
You have
what do
known
you advise
me.
for weight training?
Okay. So, Dr. Richa, you have known me, I think, for how long? You've known me for the past like 10 years, almost 10 to 12 years. We have known each other. And you have seen me through my fitness journey. Uh, I have the same misconception. It's not a new thing. People out there, I just want to lay it out very clearly. First time when I picked up weight, I used to tell people, no, I don't want to lift weight because lifting weights will make me look like a man. Till this date, I have not looked like a man. I am desperately trying to look like a man, but doesn't happen. We don't have testosterone, so we have estrogen. So we only end up building a lot of lean muscle. So that's what I want to tell people out there, that what, ladies, girls, kids, please go ahead. For us, it is very important to lift weights because we have to go through a lot of things. We start with menstrual cycle, then we have something which is called as childbirth, then we
True.
have menopause. We have so many stages in our life where we are hitting so many milestones. So you know what, if we keep on doing exercising, lifting weights helps us with our arthritis. Osteoporosis can be prevented. Vitamin D deficiency will happen less in women who work out and who lift weights, especially lifting weights. Apart from that, calcium deficiency will be lesser in women who are lifting weights. So
True.
you can imagine how important it is for women to lift weights, stigma attached or not attached. I would only say one thing, that if you want to be healthy, please start lifting weights for yourself and nobody else. Because if you lift weights, there are 100 things that can happen.
True. That's it. There's a, like a n number of the benefits you can say with this one. It's just that
Yes,
need to be jump
yes,
into that one first to try on your own
yes,
first. That matters a lot.
yes, yes,
Another thing is, as I have seen in India, this kind of profession is not very much of, supported or you can say accepted by the society and all this. So what I feel, first thing, society challenge what you have got, and another thing as a profession too, because you are in a more of dentistry side, and then jumping to that bikini model is totally contradictory. So how you have faced that? What you have faced the challenges actually at that point?
Okay, so two questions that I get asked very often is now, because I have my own clinical setup, so it's a different thing. But when I started doing, I started competing, which was in 2018. 2018 ending, I started competing. 2019, I've been competing, and 2020, I've been competing. I mean, in the beginning of this year, I competed before the COVID pandemic happened.
True.
So, 2018 and 19, a lot of people in my community thought that, you know what, I am totally into modeling. They thought that I have stopped practicing dentistry,
Even I had
which
the
is the most.
doubt.
Yes, you had a doubt. I remember
Yeah.
you asked me once, have you totally stopped practicing? I just wanted to make this clear that I never stopped practicing. I was always practicing. Initially, I was practicing when I came back from Bangalore. I relocated from Bangalore. I came to Chandigarh. I started practicing here. From day one, I was practicing. I had such good, supportive doctors who would allow me to, take my offs whenever my competitions used to be there. So
True.
I'm always grateful to my mentors, because they gave me that opportunity. They gave me that platform. They told me, you know what, go, if you have a competition, go attend it, no big deal. And a lot of patients also were very, very nice and very helpful. But the problem I realized, Dr. Richa, was in our medical community only, people assume, people have this big assumption that, if this person, XYZ person, who is a medical professional, is entering into a bodybuilding industry, they definitely would not be practicing. So, please, we need to get this myth out of our minds. We need to get this whole structure out of our minds that, people can go ahead and balance it out. We can
Yeah.
have our social lives, we can have our bodybuilding lives, and we can have our work lives also. So
True.
I would say that it's just that, what, people assume a lot of things. Same as with our community as well. We assume a lot of things without understanding the whole situation. So this is bound to happen. This will happen in the future also, I think. It's just that if anybody who wants to get into fitness, who wants to get into powerlifting, or wants to get into bodybuilding, and if they have a profession and they can manage to create a balance between their work life and their passion, it can be done. Forget about what the world has to say.
That's true. That's true. You have to escape somewhere in all these situations and all.
Yes,
Just don't work is
yes,
the only. So
definitely.
definitely, in few months it takes till the time you do not prove yourself at certain levels. Then
Correct,
after that, you
correct,
start, cutting down that category.
correct.
Yes, that's a very big thing that definitely I do understand, what level you would have been gone through because I have seen many people and I have seen your journey also very closely. So that's what I wanted you
Hmm.
to describe. And
Thank
next
you.
thing I would like to ask you, what you think, how the physiotherapy has helped you in overall your fitness journey? Like how important it
Okay. Okay. So now we are coming to your domain.
is.
Okay. So for me, I very being very honest with you, because you've been my physiotherapist from day one, and you being in Bangalore and me being in Chandigarh, we have managed a balance. So for me, physiotherapy from day one, from the time I had this bicep tendon injury, which is on my left shoulder, which is involving my left shoulder and my bicep tendon, you have been the guiding force, be it cupping, be it manipulation, be it needling, dry needling. See, half of your language I am talking, because those many times I
You
have,
listen so many
called you
times
up.
that you remember all the stuff now.
Yes, heat therapy, infrared therapy. I remember all these, or ultrasound, sorry, not infrared, ultrasound therapy. I have gotten it done. I've gotten all these things done. So, because what happens is when you go ahead and you want to compete, when your aim is to compete on a platform which is, a huge platform or a small platform, because in India we have very few federations. When I say federation, I mean that there is a bodybuilding federation which is there in predominantly in India, under the name of IBBFF, Indian Bodybuilding and Fitness Federation. So when you are planning to compete in that, trust me, as an athlete, you have to go through a lot of nonsense. Your diet is manipulated, your exercises are manipulated, you are totally, you are starving yourself to death to, show your musculature, your muscles should be visible, your whole body has to be dry. This is the kind of level we go to. So for that, trust me, injuries are a common part of our life. This is exactly the same statement I remember you told me 2 years back, that, injuries are a part of your life if you are planning to compete. So for me, I have been through a lot of sessions, numerous sessions with you and a couple of your other colleagues also. And what I've realized is that if there is a problem, or if you have a slight pain or anything, don't ignore it. Do not ignore it. Get to your physiotherapist, get to your doctor, let the doctor check it up and see, how things can be taken care of. Because half of our problems are taken care by manipulation, half of our problems are taken care of doing dry needling. And apart from that, I think as a physiotherapist, you know it better which patient you have to perform what action on. So physiotherapy from day one is a very, very important thing. If you are somebody who is planning to compete, this is one parameter. Another thing is, if you are not planning to compete, and you're just doing this because you want to be fit, that's the major agenda of yours, please do not ignore the importance of physiotherapy. Because muscle, as we start lifting heavier and heavier, and especially being in the gym, what happens is we have that 1.5 hours time. We have to finish our exercises and then we have to scoot off. What happens is, half of us, including me, I have done this, we forget to stretch. We think, okay, fine, what, 24 hours may anyways the muscle is going to relax. Leave it, let it be. I have done it, and because of that, I have reaped all the bad things that could happen to me. So all I would say is that, what, visit your physiotherapist at least, after every 6 weeks. If you are completely fine, still visit your physiotherapist and just get a checkup done. Getting your checkup done is not harmful at all. It is always a good thing, because prevention is better than cure.
True. Being a doctor, you have understood this thing, so that's why you are following this. And I remember a
Yes.
couple of times you are so desperate to get physiotherapy and you are ready to sponsor me and come to the Chandigarh. And I remember a
Yes.
couple of times
Yes.
I visited for that. And within
Yes.
24 hours, you are ready with the head to toe treatment done. And I
Yes.
remember once we have traveled even Delhi, because I told you, okay, I'm
Yes. I
coming to
came
Delhi,
all
and
the way
you
to Delhi.
drive from the Chandigarh to Delhi to get the treatment
Yes.
done
Yes. Yes.
overnight,
I
because
told you.
yeah. So these
Because
are the things
another
my
thing, yeah, Dr. Richa, main thing is, what, see, certain people, as I said, with me, with you, the best thing is, because your handwork is as such, the way you interact with patients. I have seen you interacting with other people also, I've seen you interacting with me also. So, the kind of work that you do, or the probably, it's some people who have this gifted hand, that they are able to, take care of the patient. They're probably able to make the patient at rest as soon as the patient drops into their clinic. So with you, I've seen like that happens. Your handwork is truly gifted in such a way that, whenever I feel that somebody walks in, half of the troubles are already over, because I know
thank you.
that,
I feel I'm
what
blessed
they.
to hear that. It
No,
means a
you
lot
are,
to me.
trust me.
Yeah,
This is something which is coming out in all honesty,
that's
not
true.
paid to talk about all this.
Yeah,
Trust me. So out there, if people who are live with us, please, I'm not paid by her to say all these things, but this is honestly coming out from my heart.
fine. Thank you so much for your kind words,
Welcome,
Dr. Richa.
welcome.
Another thing I would like to know, what you think, what the government should do for this thing exactly, for women who can come to the bodybuilding and all these things. Because still, it's
Okay.
like we have the 1.3 billion population, but still we are not, I feel, very few ladies and females who are, willing to come into this industry. I think awareness is definitely lacking, and plus definitely the government support.
Yes, awareness definitely lagging, but if we compare ourselves from the past 5 years, 5 years back, and now, we have a lot of
How
women,
big is
lot
this
of
industry
girls.
actually in India? I would like
Oh,
to know how big
this,
is this industry
okay,
in this India?
this is a
Because
huge
I also as a
industry.
layman I'm asking you, imagine
Okay,
that
this
one.
is a huge industry. This is a huge, huge, huge industry. We are not at par with American or European industry, but
Hmm.
we are huge. We are very, very huge. IBBFF, Indian
Roughly, where do we
Bodybuilding and
stand
Fitness.
overall? You can say all over the world where our country stand in for females in the bodybuilding. Say ranking
Okay,
something closer to the
I
percentage.
I would not. Okay, percentage wise, we are at a very minimal level, yes, but we have pro athletes, professional
Okay,
athletes, who are Indians, who are turning into professional athletes and who are going to
that's
US and representing India on an international level.
that's a very big thing.
Okay, we have the biggest sports expo, IHFF, and Sheru Classic, which happens every year for the past 5 years. It's been happening. So
True.
Sheru Paji, who is Sheru Angresh, he is giving a huge platform to people, to to all the athletes, female athletes, male athletes, to get on that stage, earn their pro cards, and represent India on the international stage. IBBFF, Indian Bodybuilding and Fitness Federation, they have their own designated championships, which are being held every month or almost every 2 months. And they have a lot of athletes coming in. They have girls participating, female athletes participating. So the market as of now is just opening up for India. We
Okay.
are at a verge of opening up, and trust me, I mean, I do not know whether you have heard of Manoj Patil, but he is one of the IBBFF pro athlete. He is preparing for his New York Pro Show, because New York Pro
Oh,
Show, which happens in New York, is considered to be one of the most toughest pro shows in US. And if you win that, it's a prestigious show. So imagine he is preparing. Apart from that, we have Annabelle De Silva. She won her pro card from India, though she's not an Indian, she's a Brazilian, but she won her pro card from India. So she is preparing for another pro show. Apart from that, we have Navreet Joshan. Little Rocket is what her Instagram handle says. Little Rocket. She has gone ahead and she's participated in US. So we have a lot of girls going out. It's just that what happens in US, when you are a pro card holder, they give you a lot of support. You become a sponsored athlete. Now a sponsored
wow.
athlete just doesn't mean that what you are just getting your stack, which is of protein, vitamins, minerals, your BCAs.
True.
For those who do not know BCAs, let me just simplify it. It's basically your essential amino acids. So you have
True.
a
True.
lot of things. Protein has it. You have your essential amino acids. It's not just the stack which is being given to you.
True.
Apart from that, they give you help you monetarily as well, for so that
Okay.
you can compete outside your country. So this trend is now picking up in India also. We are
Okay.
picking up this trend, and soon, hopefully soon, we can see a lot of changes happening.
What do you think the government can do for this industry exactly, for especially for
Oh,
the
the
female
government,
sport?
the government can do a lot for the industry. First thing, during Corona pandemic, I mean, if you have opened liquor shops, please open the gyms. That's the only request. Every person who is serious about their fitness is begging the industry, begging the government that please open the gyms, because when you open gyms, there is a lot. You give people platform to go ahead and do what they want to do, as in become better, become health conscious, become better people. Now what has happened is government is on their level is helping out people. You see, a lot of bodybuilders are getting government jobs. If you win a couple of championships, if you are a champion for 3 to 4 years in a row, you have people who you are provided with government jobs and all. There is an athlete, Sanjana. She's an Indian athlete. She's in the Indian Revenue Department. She got a job
Oh,
because of the fact that she competed. She's been an athlete. She's competed internationally, also under IBBFF, and she has got a government job.
wow.
So yeah, we get a lot of athletes, irrespective of males and females. If you have caliber, you're getting it. Suneet Jadhav, he's such a huge bodybuilder. Maharashtra, you ask any Maharashtrian about Suneet Jadhav, they will definitely know about him, because this man is one of the, you can say, he's demigod of bodybuilding.
That's
Same is the
great
case
thing.
with Sangram Chogle. These people
Wow.
are demigods of bodybuilding. These people are going on international platforms. They've gone on international platforms. Same is the case with Mr. Wasim Khan. He competed in Amateur Olympia, which happened in Las Vegas last year.
Hmm.
We have
Can
our
you
own,
mention few
yeah.
females who has reached that level in India,
for
Indian
for
female?
none of the unfortunately none of the Indian female bodybuilders have gone. See, when we say bodybuilding is a term which is a very vague term.
Broad spectrum, you can say.
Yes, it's a very, very broad spectrum. We have, under bodybuilding for women, we have the bikini division, we have the physique division, then we have the classic bodybuilding in women. Okay, and then we have the classic model figure also. So we have figure, we have physique, we have classic bodybuilding, we have bikini, and apart from that, we have the teen model as well. So
Oh,
you can imagine there are multiple categories. and each
True.
category has its own, this thing category. I mean, it has a particular set of guidelines that this needs to be done under this category. This is how you will show your muscles in this category. This is how you'll show your muscles in this category. The kind of posing that we do in bodybuilding is not going to be the same as we do in bikini. So
Oh,
these are certain things, yes. And we have a lot of women now, women athletes. As I said, Navreet Joshan is one. She's an athlete. Sanjana is another athlete who's gone internationally and competed. We haven't had female athletes going on a Las Vegas stage and performing in
wow.
Las Vegas. But another 4 5 years, trust me, we will start having Indian athletes going up on that Olympia level. When I say
Wow.
Mr. Olympia happening, Joey Veda's Mr. Olympia, couple of years we will have female athletes going up there also.
That will a
We'll,
very
we'll
big thing
definitely
for
be,
the Indian females, I feel,
yes,
Yes,
that will be a
definitely.
huge thing for India itself. Forget about females and males. If we have an Indian lady, a Indian girl, or an Indian woman who's stepping on that stage, it'll be a matter of pride for whole of India. So I'm keeping
Yeah.
my fingers crossed that we do have more and more women going out there and showcasing.
Definitely, definitely. That will be a very huge change for the Indian, scenario overall for females
Definitely,
especially because this
definitely.
is the area or industry I feel, still is not very much of acceptable and not people awareness is not there. For females also hardly they
Yes.
think of going to in this one. So that need a lot.
See,
So
we have this typical mentality. Bikini, matlab she's going to wear a swimsuit, and that too a
yeah,
small teeny mini bikini she's going to wear and step on stage with so many people watching. And
true.
the same is acceptable for a man who's actually wearing lesser clothes than a woman. He's just
True.
wearing trunks and he's stepping on stage. But if
True.
the woman is wearing bikini, oh my god, she's wearing a bikini. And you
Yeah.
know what the worst part is? When women in India get married early, even if they want to pursue their professions further on, the biggest issue which happens is that, what in-laws will say, that no, 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 you know what, why do you need to perform? It's the matter of our human, I mean, the whole family's pride, virtue, and all that. But when you are at that particular platform, and when you are getting ready to step on the stage, trust me, this whole situation changes backstage. You'll never feel like you're not wearing anything. You're hardly wearing a bikini because everybody is so focused on the game. Everybody
True.
wants to give the best on their stage.
Yeah. So
All of us
background
become
hard work and the
competitive.
dedication to reach that level, it matters a
Yes,
lot. So that's
yes,
it, more
yes,
than that one. So that was, means a lot. Thank you so much
definitely.
for your time. And you have come to our platform,
You're
given with
welcome.
your
You're
busy schedule.
welcome.
I
Thank
know
you so
today
much.
was your busy schedule, still, rescheduling
Yes.
you have done for your time. Thank you so much for at
Thank
least
you
this
so
will
much.
really help for the Indian women to understand this industry in better way. And definitely for you, the difference is because you are being a medical profession, also you able to handle both balancing very well. And because
Yes.
so others, people think always that medicals are too occupied with their practice and also they cannot do anything else. So that perception should change. We can also pursue our passion parallelly to our work also, and
Correct.
that doesn't
Correct.
disturb your personal, professional life and your passion together. Because we're not gonna
Correct.
get another life to okay, उसमें सिर्फ हम passion का ही काम करेंगे, अपना passion ही
नहीं
pursue
नहीं नहीं,
करेंगे,
that
अभी
is
family
definitely
संभाल
there.
लेंगे. We're not gonna have that such life. So better we should everything we have in one life only. So parallelly
Yes.
everybody will
And
have time and
Dr. Richa, we have so many ladies who are mother of two kids, one kid, and they're doing bodybuilding. They're
all.
bikini athletes, and trust me, nobody will be able to say that they have two kids or one kid,
Why?
because they have a figure to die for. They will have a figure of an which is better than an unmarried girl also.
Oh my God.
It's
And
all
that
about hard
really,
work.
people should know about this thing. Anything is possible if they'll do the, trial. This thing.
Definitely,
It doesn't even
definitely
attempt before
hard work.
attempting only they have a lot of thought process. Ki, okay, why to all this thing,
Dev,
effort and all.
yes,
So
yes,
definitely
that
should
is
go ahead.
there.
This will give
That
them
is
the
definitely
confidence
there.
also and that, stage fear and all this thing. They'll give that confidence also. You are strong. That feeling is very big thing for a female
Definitely,
especially in
definitely.
our
And
scenario.
the biggest problem is that women we are our own enemies. Before we take a stride, as you said, we say we cannot do it. It's not difficult. It's all here. It's all in the
Yes,
mind.
convincing others doesn't matter. First, you have to convince yourself, and then you have to
Yourself,
go ahead with the
yes,
other thing. Okay, that
yes.
is the thing. So whenever we question, we tell other reasons and all. That means actually we are trying to find out the excuses. We are giving the excuse, not the others are not the excuse.
Definitely,
And thank you so
definitely.
much for your time, Dr. Amika.
You're welcome.
And
Thank
it's
you so much
really
for
like
having
nice
me
to talk
over.
to you and giving this
Same
information.
here.
I really glad to the people who have joined us, and definitely for any female who wants to be in this industry, any type of help and all, you
Definitely.
can follow Dr. Amika in our Instagram page, and Dr. Amy is mentioned over there. So and you can understand this industry well, and the value of the physiotherapy also in what how it works and all.
Oh,
So
yes.
definitely
Yes.
the industry need to be understand, physiotherapy is also not a perspective of only who need the pain and who has a sports injury and something. This is more of the proactively people need to be get into. Prevention is more important. Any sort of game you do, any type of industry
Correct.
you are jumping into
Correct.
that, you have to be wear and tear. You have to go through the wear and tear. This is the part of that
Definitely.
game, or you can say any type of activity. So definitely always try to preventive aspect more than the curative.
Yes.
So it will be
I
less,
agree.
and this will help you to better performance, and you won't have anxiety during your competitions and all, because of you have to do work hard more that time. So before, when you have the free time, when you don't have much of competitions and all, you can visit your physios and get your body ready to be done for your activities and all. Thank you so much,
Definitely.
Doctor.
Definitely. Thank you so
Bye.
much. Take care of
Welcome.
yourself. Bye
You too.
bye.
Thank
See
you.
you.